A sixth and widely used theory of policymaking highlighted by your textbook is known as the policy process model. This model considers policymaking as a series of events or flow of events that progress in stages, leading from a public problem all the way up through a public policy. The policy process model posits a logical sequence of activities affecting the development of public policies. It depicts the policymaking process and the broad relationships among policy actors within each stage. These series of stages are called a policy process cycle. Hence, the process is cyclical or continuous. Rather than a one-time set of activities, no alternative or policy solution is final. All right, let's start thinking about these stages of the policy process model. The first step of this process is defining the problem. You have to first identify the problem and figuring out what is causing it. At this stage, the use of policy analysis, something we'll cover in later modules, is really useful because it allows you to study the symptoms and really get into both what are called the root and the proximate causes of the problem. Simply defining the problem is not as easy as it sounds. First, is it even a problem? We have two types of problems. Ones we call hidden problems and ones we call obvious problems. For the American public, obvious problems are ones we consider salient, or things that the American public knows about or at least understands. We hear about them in the news, in social media, or even in our daily lives. Hidden problems are one that the American public does not yet know about, or is not widespread enough for the American public to at least raise an issue with it. These are what we call nascent problems that have to rise to the surface and get to a point where the American public is at least concerned with them. Once you've identified a problem, then you have to ask the question is, well, whose responsibility is the problem? Should the government get involved? Should the free market maintain this? Or is there an individual response that's required? Very often, interest groups, the media, and public opinion help to identify a problem and determine who's responsible. The difficulty with all of this is that problem definitions are always biased. What might be a problem for me is not a problem for you.